Hi everyone, so this is my third video now, and I wanted to talk about something a little bit different to the personal development stuff I've been talking about the last couple of weeks. So the whole point of these videos is that over the years I've learned a lot of things that have given me aha moments, and I basically just wanted to create some videos where I share this information with other people. It might give you an aha moment as well, might not, but I just wanted to put this information out there in my own words. So that's it, really. So today, I want to talk to you about something called cash flow quadrant. Now, that might sound like the most boring thing in the world, but just bear with me, because I can honestly say that this concept changed the whole course of my life. And I first came across it about 3 years ago, when I graduated from university, started a new job, and I just remember thinking, oh, is this what it's going to be like for the rest of my life? Not that I hated working, but I wasn't passionate about the field I was in. I kind of just fell into it, and I didn't really know what else was out there. The thought of having to work 9 to 5 for the rest of my life was really depressing. But I didn't, like I said, I didn't know any other way to live until I came across cash flow quadrant. So here we go. Let me show you what it is. This is cash flow quadrant. Yeah, just checking it was showing right. Okay, so E. E stands for employee, like me, like most of us, probably about 90% of us. So we work typically 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and we get paid for the amount of hours we put. So if we trade our time for money. Now the good thing about being in the E quadrant is that somewhat safe is somewhat secure. So you know how much you're going to get paid at the end of the month. You know if you've got enough for bills, you know you've got enough to save for that holiday you want to go on, things like that. The downside, as we all know, is it's a bit restrictive. So you have to ask permission to take time off. You only have a limited number of days. You have to ask permission to be ill. Again, you only have a limited number of days that you can do that. And doesn't matter how loyal you are to a company, doesn't matter how long you've worked for them, if they go bust, you lose your job. So quite a few downsides for being in the E quadrant. Now some people decide that they're not happy there and they want to move out and do their own thing, and they tend to move into this quadrant here. Now this is S for self-employed or specialist. By specialist I mean people like doctors, dentists, hairdressers, people with specialist skills. Now people in this quadrant, they don't have a boss, so they don't have anyone telling them what to do. They have that freedom where they can do what they want when they want generally and work on their own terms. The only thing with the S quadrant is sometimes they might have to work even more than E's, especially at the beginning, the early days of their business, to make sure it gets off the ground. So they have to trade more time for their money. And also, in a lot of cases, if they're not there, so if they go on holiday or if they're ill, then self-employed people generally aren't making money in the time that they're not present. So on this half of the quadrant, this is what's known as active income. So basically, you have to show up and you have to put the work in to be making money. Okay, and that's where most of us are. Now this side of the quadrant, this is where the magic happens. This is the sexy part, and it's my favourite. So B stands for business owners. So think Richard Branson, Bill Gates, the CEO of McDonald's. So these people own systems and they use other people's time to make themselves money. So Bill Gates can go to sleep in America, but he'll still be selling products in Australia because of the systems that he's built. So he's effectively making money while he sleeps. And McDonald's, because of their franchise system, that they set up across the world, they're making money every minute of every hour of every day, every year because of that. And the main difference between sort of self-employed and small business owners and big business owners is, to say someone like my mum, who's a hairdresser, she does clients' hair for money. If she's really ill or if she goes on holiday, then she doesn't make any money. But over here in this quadrant, if Richard Branson decides that he wants to stay in Necker Island for the rest of the year and put his feet up, when he comes back to work in January, he still would have made money, and he probably made even more money during the time he was away. So it doesn't matter whether he's there or not, he's got that time freedom, because regardless, he's always making money. Okay? And then the last quadrant here is the investors. So investors use money to make money. Put their money into things that will grow them more money, reinvest that, and then do it again and again, and they have plenty of time and plenty of money. So on this side of the quadrant, this is what's known as passive income. So passive income is basically when you find ways to do something once and make money from it over and over and over again. If you can work out how to make passive income, all of a sudden you find that you don't have to be trading your time to make money. Your money will be working for you, and you will have a lot of free time to do the things you actually want to do in life. So this side of the quadrant gives you a lot more freedom. And this is why I love it so much. So, what was I going to say? So yeah, for those of you who are in the E quadrant, like I am, I just wanted to share it with you because I want you to know that there are other options. I mean, in schools, we're taught to become employees. We're taught to, do well in school, pass our exams, become a good employee. But there's so much more that we can do in life. And with passive income, you can start looking for ways to create passive income. I mean, you can start by Googling it, and you get so many ideas. You don't have to leave your job to move to this side of the quadrant. You can work, but in your spare time, if you look at ways of making passive income, you can slowly start shifting to these other parts of the quadrant. And when your passive income rises to a level where it's covering all your living costs and all your expenses, that's called financial freedom. And a lot of people, when their passive income reaches a state where it matches the amount they make in their salary, that gives them the freedom to leave their job and do other things that interest them. There's a lot you can do with passive income. It's just a matter of knowing how to generate it, and it can be a lot of work up front, but yeah, like I said, the reward is that you get more time for yourself, unlike this side of the quadrant. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. So I work full time. I work 9 to 5 up to 6 days a week, but in my spare time, that is what I'm doing. I try to build passive income. You don't necessarily have to leave your job, but I love my job. I really like my job. Not that I hate working and I want to leave it, but it's nice to know that I'm getting some money in. So if I do decide I want to travel, if I am ill, then I've got some money to back me up. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say really. This is the cash flow quadrant. If you want to know more, yeah, ask me and I'll be happy to help. And I hope this gave you some food for thought. And yeah, I don't know how to end this video. Yeah, this is cash flow quadrant. Thanks for listening. Hope you have a good rest of the week. Bye.